Hey, what's up YouTube? This video is actually going to be more like a vlog. I know it's completely different from most of the things that I usually do. They're kind of like they're not even scripted. I just come up with the idea, shoot and edit it all together. But anyways, they're made up. This one's not actually made up. I was thinking, what can I do that's going to be big this weekend? And I thought Father's Day. Great. So instead of making something up, I figured what I would do is just tell about my very first Father's Day experience. Let me set the scene for you, okay? Here it is. I'm 22 years old in the United States Marine Corps. I roll over in bed, look over to my wife, kiss her on the forehead. Look over to my son who's in between us, kiss him on his forehead. Okay, I added that in. I really don't know if I did all that, but my son's actually been having problems like with constipation, the last few days. So, it was a pretty rough night. My wife was up most of the night. Of course, I wasn't, but she was up most of the night dealing with him, trying to help him pass. He was crying a lot and everything like that. So she's like, he just has this big old chunk of poop that's stuck right there in his butt. It's just not coming out. And I'm like, okay. So she opens up the diaper and I look in there. I'm like, oh, and I can see it's like a rock of doo-doo. And so he's crying and everything like that. And I'm trying to do the dad thing, be all Mr. Tough and everything. Everything's under control. So I kind of start trying to like push his stomach and everything like that to try to help pass it. That's not happening. He's crying. We sit there for a long time trying to think of stuff to do. We try all this stuff. So finally I'm getting creative. I get this little cuticle thing for your nails, for ladies' nails. And I get that, and it's like a little chisel type thing. So, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I start scraping in the middle with that big old rock that's in there. And hopefully I could take out the middle and then collapse it so it can be smaller to eject. That doesn't work. So finally, I'm starting to get desperate. Like, we done tried everything, and the boy's crying, and actually he's bleeding because I guess it's like, stretching him really good. And, I'm like, oh boy. So finally I'm like, baby, we got TRICARE, which is military insurance. I'm like, go ahead and put a call to them and see if there's anything that we could do, or if we could take them in. We get on the phone, my wife gets on the phone with the nurse, and they're saying, do this. We're like, we did that. They're like, do this. We're like, we did that. And so finally, about 30 minutes later, pretty much they tell us, well, there's nothing we can do for you. As a parent, you're like, man, what do I do? I tried the doctor, that didn't help. I tried all the home Negro remedies and Mexican remedies because my wife is Mexican. I'm trying everything. None of this is working. My son's crying, booty hole bleeding, big old rock chunk thing is stuck in there. So finally, Marine Corps mode kicks in. I'm like, I'm about to make something happen. So I run to the bathroom and I open the medicine cabinet. I don't really see anything. I find some little like apparatus thing that you breathe in, and I guess it measures how hard you can blow air or something like that, and it has this little cylinder on it. So I grab the cylinder, and it's like a giant straw looking thing. So here I am, I got this little cylinder thing. I got him laying on his stomach on the bed. My wife's sitting there crying, and I don't know what to do. And I'm like, just get a hold of yourself right now. We're about to do something. So, my son's crying, she's crying. Here I am with this big old cylinder thinking about what's about to happen when I try this. So I pop that thing on his butt and put my mouth on it. And sure enough, like with one little suck, that rock came on out and lodged itself in the tube. And actually it wasn't that bad. It sounds disgusting. The thing that got me was there was like some pressure, some air that was right behind the little rock that was stuck. And when I popped that thing out, I kind of like that, like inhale. So it went in like my lungs and everything, and I start gagging and everything. So, that part, that was the actual worst part of the whole situation. All right, now here's the thing. After hearing that story, I know it probably grossed you out, but hey, that's true life, okay? That's what I gotta do for mine, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta go above and beyond what your normal duties are. And that day I went above and beyond, and I had the stinking breath to prove it. After hearing all that story, you guys give me some type of title. I should be like, Epic Dad or something. So go ahead in the comments below and give me a title. I want a title for this Father's Day. I know this happened, he's 4, this happened about 3 years back, but I want y'all to give me a title because I don't think I got the proper recognition that I got for the situation. Okay? So make sure to comment below. Man, the best one is gonna get a big high five and a thumbs up on their video. That's the best I can do. Okay? That's the best or a thumbs up on your comment. Give me a title, please. Bye.